Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about my Android application, which is a weather app. For this weather app, you need to input your city name or your city's ID or your geographic coordinates or your zip codes to get your current location's weather. So for city name, you just type in your current city's name and the result will display. And for city ID, it is about it is correlated with the city name. When you type in your city name for the first time, in the result page, you can see and city ID is shown. And in the next time, if you want a faster response, you can just type in the city ID and get the response faster. About the geographic coordinates, what you need to type in is the latitude and the longitude. Be careful is that for the latitude, it is not about north or south. It is represented north at a positive double integer double for a positive double number, and for the south it is represented as the negative double number. For the longitude, it's the same thing. For the west, it is about the negative double number, and for the east, it is positive double number. So be careful about that. Also about the zip code. Currently, this the zip code is only support the zip code inside the United States, but the future version can improve it from from the only zip code in United States to the zip code over the world with providing the country code. So additionally, there's another feature which is called my current location. This is used through sending a request from your phone to the Google Geolocation API, which the Google Geolocation API will send back your current latitude and longitude, and then this application will process this latitude and longitude to the Open Weather Map API to receive the result. So now it's time to look at the code. So mainly this application is divided into three parts. The first part is called main activity, which is the part the users will type in their data, and this will format its type in data correctly and use intent to send to the API activity.java. This is doing the replacement. This is doing the set the view of the result page and do the API call. And for the Google Activity.java, as its name indicated, it is doing the Google Geolocation API call and the processing work. And there are two additional auxiliary class. The check.java is doing the work of checking your ID and your city name to be correct. And if it is incorrect, it will just display a message notifying that you are typing an invalid city ID or invalid city name at the main activity Java is running. For the JSON proceed.java, this is mainly a convenient class for displaying the variables which will show in the result page, and this gets a JSON object input, and it will just put all the variables, the primitive variables for the primitive variable in the class to be set, and you can get it from the API activity.java and set the view very easily. So for the main show appearance for the main activity is like this. it has it has an edit text about city name, and it has a bottom. So when you click search the city, you can search the city, obviously. And there's an edit text for city ID. You click it, you can search the city's ID. And there's two edit tests, latitude and longitude. And you click the bottom and you can search it. And there's a zip code and you can search the zip. And the last one is search the current location, which is just click on it and it will just do the API things and it will return the result. So here are the result page. So this is covered by some things other, but this is mainly the result, and we can see how this works when we click when we do our application. So first we can try the city name. We can type in Chicago and click search the city. And now it will work, and we can see that there's the result about how the longitude, how the latitude, and there's also an icon display about the weather of Chicago, and it will have many detailed information such as the temperature, the humidity, pressure, even the wind, and the percentage of clouds in the sky. So for the in the place information, you can see that there is exist and city ID, which you can remember for the future use. So so here we can try about the city ID. For example, I can type in the city ID 5368381, which is represent the Los Angeles County, and we can search the city ID. And then the progress bar is working, and we can see the result, which is the longitude is negative 118.2 degrees. It has latitude. Its weather is now raining, and its temperature is 12.67 Celsius, and since it's raining, so its humidity is a little high. So all the information are there to be used. So about latitude and longitude, I can type in one example such as 40, which represents 40 north, and then we can type in 100, which represents 100 east, and we can just search. And then we can see that this is an unknown city which is called Jinta, and its country code is CN. I think it is probably a country called China. And we can see that it is now sunny, and its weather is clear with the clear sky. Okay, so for the zip code, we can type in like our Urbanet zip code is 61801, and I can search. After it runs, we can see that our Urbanet current weather, and we can see that its city name is called Bloomington, which maybe is the API's web server's mistake, since our city name should be Urbana. So finally, if you know nothing about the the parameter, I mean you don't know anything about your current location, you can just click on search current location, and then it will just run as usual, and it will get in the current location, which at this time we can see that its city name is Urbana and it's correct now. So here are the all the features about my Android application. Thanks for listening.